In this exercise here, we are talking about diaphragmatic breathing. The core is another really big, important part for stabilizing for balance and reducing the risk of falls. So the one that we really want to focus on starting with is just figuring out how to breathe. So a good test is putting one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest and just breathing. In this position here, if you're just relaxing here breathing, your stomach should be doing most of the movement. So hopefully you can see my hand going up and down. Watch this block go up and down. Really, none of it is coming from my chest. The reason is that our diaphragm is our primary breathing muscle. So it should be working most of the time. If we're just generally breathing, we are going about our day-to-day life. Our chest are secondary breathing muscles. So they should be working when we're exerting ourselves, when we're anxious, when we are stressed. All of those types of things definitely utilize those secondary breathing muscles. But if we're just in here breathing, we should definitely be able to activate just our primary breathing muscle, which is our diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle that sits on top of all of your guts, kind of like this, like an umbrella. And it expands 360 when you breathe in. So when you breathe in, it goes and goes down. And when you breathe out, it comes back up. The reason it's 360, or the reason I say that it's 360, is because we hear a lot about belly breathing, but we often forget about breathing into our sides and our back. Those are two of the hardest positions to get our breath into, but that's that true activation of the full diaphragm and the full core. The core includes the muscles in the front, side, back. The diaphragm sits on top, and the pelvic floor sits on the bottom. It creates almost like a ball, a canister, if you will. So to practice working with that canister, I'm going to have people lie on their backs. I'm going to make a C around my waist so it kind of looks like this. And I'm going to apply slight pressure. When I take a deep breath in, I want to feel my fingers expand 360 like this. If you want to take it step by step, you can first start by trying to activate the front, so the stomach. So got that one down. So then let's move to the sides. Let's really try to put a breath into our sides. So I should feel my sides kind of expand a little bit like this. Same thing with the back. Deep breath in. You should feel a little bit of expansion through that low back when you take that full breath. So now I'm going to take the full C. And I want to practice that multiple times a day. So once again, fitting it into your day-to-day life is extremely important. So when you're stuck at a red light, check in on how you're breathing. When you're waiting for your food to get done cooking, your noodles to boil, check in on your breathing. You're sitting there watching TV, check in on your breathing and see how it's going. Because the more you practice it, the easier it's going to become, and the more you're not even going to think about the fact that you're breathing through your stomach now.